this. The support that you get from everyone has been overwhelmingly good for us. Very, very excited. Now we're getting down to business, going to play a little basketball, but very, very excited.
All these folks are eager as well to hear about your team and see them in action against outside competition. So just give us a little overview of the group you put together.
We're very tall, and as you can see. But you know what? It's a group of young women that will represent the University of Kentucky the right way. And they come out, they play hard each and every day. They're not always perfect, but they're going to give you perfect intent. Their perfect intent is to come out and represent in a way that makes everyone very, very proud. I think that we will have a brand of basketball that's very pleasing to the eye. We want to get up and down the floor. We want to execute at the highest levels of both ends. But you'll see young people out there doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's having fun, and that's growing into young adults. And I think it's going to be a great representation of UK.
These days, obviously, there's a lot more turnover in rosters. I think it's especially true when a new coach comes in. So the system that you like to play, how well matched is your group of players for your first year to do that?
Well, I think it suits us very well. When we went out, and obviously we had to, just like Coach Pope, we had to develop a whole new roster. And when we went out to the transfer portal, we didn't always want to get the best player. We wanted to get the right player. And that was the players that are going to come out, they're going to represent us in the right way. They're going to mesh, they're going to be able to sacrifice a little bit of themselves for the betterment of the team. And so far, so good. Everyone's been coming out. As a matter of fact, you may have seen some of the reports. I want them to get a little bit meaner. You know, they're so nice. I want them to score a basket or two and, talk a little trash very politely, to let everyone else know how well they did. And it's a lesson, and then they're learning a little bit. This one right here is very, very polite. And I'm trying to get her to say and one in practice, not before the game, but just to generate a lot of more energy. But it's been a lot of fun coaching them. It's been as advertised, as expected, and we're growing each and every day.
Let's talk to Teonni a little bit. What do you do to get mean?
I think, just like you said, just going hard, that competition, going at each other every day, I think that is going to keep growing and keep getting us a little meaner as we go.
Tell me what you like about the system that you've walked into here now for Coach Wirtz at UK.
Yeah, like you said, it's a very, the way basketball should be played, very free-flowing, the way everybody's playing to their strengths, playing hard, and just it's really a nice system to have and be a part of, to see everybody grow and just learn from the best and keep getting better every day from all the staff. They're great.
Chemistry is a word that gets talked about a lot in sports, all sports. And you have a lot of players coming in, getting to know each other for the first time over these past few months now as the season's going to start. So how has that gone for you guys as players, and how did it come together?
It's been going well as players. I think even since the summer, since we first got here, everybody's just been going hard, going at each other, and getting better individually. Just when we came together and when we've been working out and stuff, everybody's just gelling really well, especially from what the coaches are asking from us, and just every day just showing up, being our best selves, and just going hard and getting better.
You hear about the Big Blue Nation, the BBN, from outside, and you come in to the bubble, into the spotlight. What's it been like as a player?
Oh, it's been amazing. Even this past weekend, our scrimmage was just amazing. Just seeing the fans, the energy that they bring to us, and the things that they've brought to us as well, like the Coliseum. It's beautiful. So just seeing the fans, being a part of it, the energy, it's been really exciting, and it's exciting to see how we keep going as we keep going and get better.
What about for you, Ken? How about that, the BBN?
BBN has been awesome, whether it's been at Target or the Kroger's. Everyone has a really strong opinion on UK, and it's been very welcoming. We had Big Blue Madness, and I've seen it on TV, and obviously watched it and everything. And so when I walked out and I got out to rough, when I stepped onto the floor, I had two options. I either was going to embrace it and enjoy myself, or I was going to wet my pants. And I decided to go ahead and embrace it, enjoy it, and seeing 24,000 people there for an event before the season starts, you can't get pumped up for that. I don't know if you have a pulse, but we went out, and it's just been like that since I came here. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's the reason why I came, so I felt like this was a sleeping giant. Needed to be awakened, and Big Blue Nation is ready for it. And we're looking forward to going out there and doing our part.
So how do you go about awakening that giant?
Well, you have to do it the right way. We will not sacrifice integrity for immediate success. We want to build a strong program. We don't want to just have a one-hit wonder and just go out there and build one. We want you guys to be able to enjoy the personalities of these young people. We want you to be able to watch them grow as we're watching them grow on the floor. We want that connectivity because that's what builds a program. And so we're going to go out there. We're going to. It's not going to be instant gratification. We're going to be good. We're going to play hard. Okay. But we're building this thing into something very, very special. And this day and age, there's a lot of freedom of movement, and we understand that. But I think that we can evolve with it the right way to where you, the fans, you still deserve the best and what you love in college athletics, and we're here to be a part of that. We want to bring a family-type atmosphere, and a family-type atmosphere all across. When Coach Pope wins, we win. When Coach Duke wins, we win. And we want to build that UK trust family, even in this day and age where there's a little bit more movement than it has been in the past. But we want to continue to evolve and have a great program and not just a great team.
You brought one of your players with you from, chose to come with you from Virginia Tech, Georgia Navy. You have called her your mini, your quarterback. Tell these folks a little more about her game.
You know what? You're going to absolutely love her on and off the floor. She's a character. She's a hoot, but she's a hell of a basketball player. And having her by my side for the last 4 years, she's been the reason why we had success at Virginia Tech. We went to places where people thought that was unimaginable. With her leadership, her willingness, she's been a second coach out there on the floor for me. If they don't really understand what I'm saying, she's my translator. And she goes to them and she takes them into the huddle or to the locker room, and she said, well, he said this, but he really means that. Or he really likes it done this way. And so she's been a blessing for us. We also brought a young lady, Clara Stratt, with us, who plays sparingly at Virginia Tech, but she stepped in when we had a major injury last year, and I think you guys are going to love her as well. And so it's a big family. They're helping us. They love it here. They absolutely love Lexington and University of Kentucky. I've known this one since she was about 11 years old. So everything is family oriented, and but those kids are really helping us create a culture that's going to last a very long time.
You built a program at Virginia Tech to the one where we went to Final Four, won the league championship. The climate of college sports has changed, certainly with everything that's going on now, NIL, transfer portal, etc. So talk to us a little bit about the challenge you take on now, trying to build this from what it was like when you started at Tech.
Well, it's totally different. The landscape of college athletics is totally different. There, I inherited a team that we had to build, with players that were there, and it took a little bit longer. Here, I made a change. I made a change while the college athletics world is making a change. And it would be even more difficult if we didn't have the leadership that we have, obviously Mitch, about Capilouto, and what they've been able to provide and how they're providing it. You see a lot of situations out there that sometimes may seem rogue, and because everything is been quite clean with NIL opportunities and whatnot, but I love the way we're doing things here. We feel like we can do it with integrity, a lot of support, a lot of changes going on. So it's been more difficult than just navigating the landscape of not only your roster, but what's going to be your roster next year or how well it's going to go. Obviously we have a lot of things that are on the table, but the leadership that we have is kind of like the calm within the storm. And that's really helped us as we try to figure out what's going to happen and how we're going to build this thing for the future.
Speaking of on the table, I'll take that opportunity to remind you about the QR codes at your table, and you can scan those to participate in the silent auction. Back to this current team that you put together, relative to any kind of schedule you had in your head of what you needed to get done before the season started. Are they on schedule? What questions do you still have, etc.?
Well, I think it's been documented that we've had a couple of injuries that have kind of set us back a little bit. We, before the ink could really dry on all the scholarships, we really felt like we had a roster that was going to be able to contend, deep. And we still have that. We just had to pivot a little bit. We had two major injuries to kids that I don't know if they'll be able to come back this year. What we're planning is if they're not, but it's also giving opportunities to other young players to be able to step up. It's probably the tallest team that we've had, that I've ever had in my life, other than Georgia. We can vote. We put out a lineup the other day in practice. Georgia's 5'6" on our tippy toes, standing on a stool. But everyone else, we had a 2 guard that was 6'3". We had Teonni playing small forward at 6'4". Our power forward was 6'5", and then our center was 6'7". You know, that's a pretty decent sized team for a lot of men's programs in Division I. And so it was fun to experiment with that. But that's what we've had to do. I think we were preseason number 22 in the country, so we still have a great team that we can put out there. And I think this is only going to bode well for us in the future because a lot of the younger players will get more time to grow. And as those other players come back, I think it's only going to strengthen our roster.
Teonni, tell me a little bit about what you like about this team. What do you think it will, what its strengths will be?
Yeah, I think everybody's so versatile. Everybody is so strong. They work hard. I think this team has a lot to offer just because, like you said, you all have to adapt to different things, but that's made us better as players. It's made us better as leaders and just all around people. So I think it's really exciting just to be around people who are very versatile and quick to adapt and just open to learning and getting better.
What was it you liked about what was happening at the University of Kentucky that made you want to be a part of it?
Obviously, Coach Brooks, I've seen what he's done with programs and just players as well, and a big nation to how tremendous they are and how they always show up. And so I think just seeing those two come together, I think the great things are going to happen here just because of the vision and the opportunities that we're here in Kentucky.
Well, good luck to both of you and the rest of your teammates and staff as well. Everybody's eager to get started.
Okay.